Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back. Still morning here. Today is a beautiful day in the Catskills, and yesterday was even prettier. Whoops, so the camera slipped, but oh well. You can still see me, I think. Um, it was a gorgeous day yesterday, and today will be almost as nice and a little warmer, but we got some clouds. Wasn't a great day for working in the shop. It was a beautiful day to be out and about doing other stuff. But I needed to get some more work done on this bar. Now, where you left off last time was we were working on, I can point at it. I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to walk you through this. I did another pour yesterday on this bar, and I did it without you watching. Sorry about that, but I needed to concentrate and get myself straightened back out, fix some little issues I wasn't happy with and needed to have some me time with it to get it straight. So I'm going to give you a tour of what I did before I flip it. Last time we were working with the top facing up, and we did the waterfall pour. I'm going to show you how that came out. And then what I did was this last time I resanded this edge. I didn't bring it all the way down. Some of it I did. It wasn't bad. It had a couple of little drip runs in it, but it wasn't really flat either. So I did some sanding on that around the corners a little bit. Also the top edge that will face up when the bar is in use, and did a and then stood the bar up as you see it, and did another re-pour slash paint type application on this top edge. It touched this a little bit, but drippage is a problem, so I have to be careful with that. And redid the ends, the corners a little bit. So let me walk you through that. Disconnect you from the tripod thing here. This is going to be a short one, I promise. And you can see that she came out pretty nice. Lighting is tough in my shop because behind me is the sun coming in, and I don't know if you can see it. I'll come back here with a light in a minute so I can show you my concerns now, but this came out real nice. It's very smooth. Let me grab this horrible, harsh LED light. See if you can see some of this stuff. Can you see, if I do this, can you see some of those ripples? See right there? Those are when it was nearly dry. I had a drip going because this is, the face is at an angle obviously, and there was a drip, so I grabbed the brush real quick and just spread the drip out. Now normally, you know, what you've seen me do in the past is when I get these things, I'll sand that out, and then a subsequent pour, I'll just go in there and touch that up. But now we're getting close to keeping a lot of this stuff for finish work. There's another, right there's a little lump thing. So what I'm going to do with these, and there's another one, very hard to show you here, but here, there you go. See that little tiny drip there? Right in the smack in the middle of the white dot from the LED light. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to take 320 sandpaper by hand, not with a random orbit sand. Oh, by the way, and just to show you how it looks down, going down that long edge, all looks real nice. This surface here, down at the other end, I still have to do some touch-up work, but I'll do that when I'm working on the actual top of the bar. So what I'm going to do with these little tiny flaws that really just drive me crazy, because frankly, the chances of anybody actually seeing them is a little less than nil when it's in use. Because this is going to be the back edge of the bar. This is going to be the end. Somebody's going to have to get down on their knees and get the light in just the right angle to have that show up. But it bothers me, and I don't want it that way. So I'll take some plain old-fashioned 320 sandpaper, and I will carefully sand these down to take those little tiny ridges off. Let's see if I can get back here a little bit. This is tough to do with a camera in my hand. And I'll just go over that, maybe put a sanding block in here. And what that does is that smooths it all out. And I won't have to reapply epoxy here because I'm not taking the epoxy off. I'm just taking the ridges off the top. Then I'll switch from 320 to 400 sandpaper and do the same thing, and hit all of these spots. And then I will switch to maybe 800 grit, then go to 1,000. Work my way up to about maybe 3,000 grit. From there I go to a compound, a liquid type polishing compound. I'll wipe that in and give that a good rub following the manufacturer's instructions, and then I will follow that up with a polish and rub that in and do a good, that takes a lot of elbow grease, but when I'm done it's going to look like glass and it'll come out just great. And I'll be demonstrating more of that when I get down to the final on the top. And I want everything to look perfect from where the average person and a non-average person will see it. So right now I just have these little tiny, I can feel it but I can't see it from here, right in that corner. And I'll just smooth this stuff out. It takes a while, it's very labor intensive, it gives my shoulders a good workout, can be tough on the elbows, but it does a good job. Oh, let me go back here. I promised you I would show you how the waterfall came out. Let me get my light again, because without the light, you're looking at it now, but you can't see it. There we go. How's that? Now, if I can get in real close, you can see how I got those little blue metallic and green flakes mixed in there. And it's going to look pretty nice when it all comes out. I may, in the final pours, I may do a little bit more blue in there, but we'll see how she goes. But at any rate, and also the surface, if you can see this, is pretty much dead flat. As dead flat as a live edge 150-pound ash slab can be. It came out really, really nice on this end. So I'm hoping that makes the client happy or makes some other people smile when they see it. But that's where I am. So next I'm going to take this whole slab and lay the whole thing down on these horses so that I can have access to the bottom again. And I'm going to start prepping that to do a full coating on the bottom. In the meantime, I'll be able to go around and do a bunch of that sanding and polishing. I spread that out as my arms get tired. I walk away and do something else for a while, then come back an hour later and do some more. And that'll just take time, and there's going to be enough of it to keep me busy, so I can spread that out. But we're getting down to the nitty-gritty now, where these surfaces that are being created, I want to keep clean. So even though this is, I poured this yesterday, and this surface down here also, and the ends that I just showed you where I was sanding, and they're hard. I've been running my hands on them, so obviously they're not tacky or anything, but they're not quite fully cured. And you have to be very careful at this stage to be patient and let it cure up. I've been holding the temp in the shop at about 63, 64 during the day, and it goes down to 58 to 60 at night. Last night was a good night. I kept it over 60 all night, just over 60. Excuse me. And right now it's somewhere around 69 or 70 down in the shop floor, and maybe a degree or two warmer upstairs. I had to do some work on the wood stove yesterday to get that back up to a safe level and ready to go the rest of the winter. So I'm going to let this sit for probably another, I don't know how long, until it's ready. Because if I put any pressure on this, grab it with the hand really hard to hold on to it, to flip it or whatever, I can leave little impressions of my skin in that surface and cloud it up a little bit. I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to be patient and do other stuff today. But I want to keep you up to snuff on where we are and how it's going. No shout outs today, no time to kill. It's time to move on. We're getting down to it, and we'll keep on moving along. Catch you later, folks, and thanks for watching. If you want to see any of the other stuff I have, you can go to woodsmanforestproducts.com, and you'll find anything you want to find there. Or give me a call. Bye-bye.